So D&D thing.
Yeah.
Is that it? We're back on?
That's the
Wow. You did
That is so much.
Whoa.
He told me to press the button, so I pressed it.
Yeah.
Okay, welcome back. Oh, that's another kid dead.
Yeah.
All
Why are
right.
you rolling with advantage?
I don't know. It was just 2.
You don't have advantage.
All right, so where we left off, we were introduced to
Thank you.
our 3 adventurers. We had Sunny, the Twilight Domain cleric, who was coming in to try and be like helpful with the preparations for the Festival of the Moon Lily. We had Lilith, who was coming to say goodbye to her father, who passed away of old age, and had seen a bit of a weird kind of kobold slaughter fest. As
A massacre was a great way to start.
Yeah. And then Dan, who's playing Koo, whose master had passed away and left a relic, and he had an ominous vision to travel to the town of Northernhold. Just when we left off, we heard the story of the first Ritual of Lights and the Festival of the Moon Lily. And then Sunny, trying to be very helpful, became an ad hoc
Daycare.
which immediately went sideways when a children's magician act went so bad. And the first child left in your care, Declan, still with a cray up his nose, is now laying on the floor in front of you, dead, as the wizard's familiar Pookie has apparently gone ape shit. We rolled initiative just before we left. What did everyone get?
I got natural 20 with so 21.
21?
22.
And you got 22 as well. What's your dex modifier?
3.
3?
No, I rolled 19.
You rolled a 19, so 22 total.
Yeah.
Cool. Everyone rolled really well. No one rolled as well as Pookie.
Oh my god.
Whoa.
What?
Pookie got a 22 as well, but his dex modifier is +4, so he got first. Cool, and then... Cool. You guys see Pookie is kind of like, was this little completely Snow White bunny. His face is now very much red with Declan's blood. As he like looks up with like this fucking insane look at your eyes, and then is gonna have a go at the little girl who is standing next to you.
She did.
I will let you guys know they're unarmored children. They have an AC of 9 and 3 hit points.
Oh god.
We just lost
That'll hit.
Oh, that's so dead. So dead.
Well, they may be together in the afterlife.
This little girl goes down.
Yeah.
Goes down? Cool.
Goes down.
Swell. This is just I've gone so well at a daycare service. Brother Sonny's daycare. Ta-da. I just kind of want. I wish we had like just a rainbow that could come up. A rainbow it. All right.
Is that in focus? I think it's in focus. I can
Hopefully.
probably tell from here. So
Pookie is going to also use a bonus action and look up at you, and it looks at you in a way where it's saying, you failed these children. I would like you to make a wisdom save, DC 15.
Holy shit.
24.
24? Cool, you pass, but you feel like a sense of fear of like,
True guilt. True guilt has
you've
never
done it
felt.
again, you set out to help, and you fucked it up, and now people are hurt, and it's your fault, but you managed to like suppress that as you still have
Cool.
this bubble gum.
So, just so you know, Twilight Sanctuary started when I put that on. It goes for a minute.
Yep.
Cool. So, how many rounds of that? Because I would say that's some.
I would say you've like burned through 1 round's worth.
Okay, thank you. Cool.
is
So that
each
is
square 3 or 5 feet?
5. So Pookie shuffles over, bites that little girl. She goes down.
Yep.
Then it is Lilith's turn.
Alright, so I've been watching the spectacle that's been happening. Like, what is this town? I've seen a massacre, I've seen children dying.
Two massacres in.
I'm like, what have I got myself
Yeah, the
into?
bodies
I
are
came
really
to
starting
say
to pile
goodbye.
up.
I'm like, whoa. But I'm also not going to stand by and watch children get eaten by a psychopathic bunny.
Mm-hmm.
So I'm going to pull out my short bow,
Mm-hmm.
and I'm going to take just a couple steps forward because I'm still
Yeah,
really
move
far away. So
some.
like,
No, you're within range on a short bow.
Yeah,
Yeah,
well within range.
Yeah. So I'll move in slightly just through the crowds a little bit because there's a lot of people.
And there's no one who's standing who's in your way
Yeah.
because that little girl hit the deck.
Yeah. so
Yeah.
Perky dragged her to the ground.
What is Orbit?
I
Oh,
am
I see.
going to try
That is
and
pretty face.
hit this psycho crazy bunny with an arrow.
Yeah, cool. Make your attack.
What is it?
12, so you're plus whatever it is. So
14. 14.
14 total.
No, you plus 5.
What?
So-
plus 5 plus 6 plus
Why?
7 then.
Because plus 5, because you put your proficiency plus dexterity.
Yeah.
To hit
Should be plus 5. Just
Why
if you
is
hit.
why is the bow a dex?
Because you're proficient in it, so you
Yes.
get proficiency bonus.
And it's
But
dex because you're like
Dex because
trying
it's
to.
a finesse weapon.
It wasn't. I
It's
didn't
range.
It's range, so
Okay.
So range and finesse weapons and light
okay.
weapons
Yeah.
can use dex.
Okay, range.
so it's plus
But-
7.
Plus 7? Plus
What?
5.
5.
Plus
Plus
Oh,
5.
plus 5, yeah.
Cool. Which gives you a
17.
cool. You see, it's like Pookie as he like got his head like just up. You managed to get like a glancing strike on him. You do hit him, but he's also looking kind of healthy.
Oh yeah.
Um,
Okay.
Pookie is not within 5 feet of Sunny. Otherwise, you would get to use your sneak attack.
Yes. No.
Yeah.
I looked at that.
Yeah. So roll your damage.
3.
Plus 2. Or is it you roll a 1? No, plus 3. So you do
Okay.
your proficiency to hit is your
Yeah.
dex plus your proficiency,
Yeah.
which is 5.
Cool.
And then your d6, 1d6 plus your dex damage.
Plus 3, yeah.
Thank you. Working.
So that's for all of them, so that gets the same. So
Yeah.
that's plus 3.
Yeah.
That's
So it'd be
plus
plus 3 to damage for all of them.
So
yeah. So no, yeah.
And then
So you've
your
done
hit.
that right on those two, but yeah, it's just the plus 3 for.
Cool. So how much damage?
So then 6.
6?
Yes, then. Yeah.
Cool. Yeah, he's still looking pretty good. He's like insane. It like glances off him and he's like, oh, and you see he like starts tonguing at the wound. He's like, he seems into it. It's fine. Cool. That's your turn.
My turn?
Yeah.
I'm going to walk up to him
Mm-hmm.
and cast Chill Touch on him.
Chill touch.
Yeah.
Cool.
Grab the little bunny.
So chill touch is a range spell attack. So if you're trying,
Oh, yes. No. So, yeah.
so
So I'm going to
stay where you're at.
Yeah.
I'm going to get disadvantage.
So I roll a nat 20 plus 7, so that's 27.
Yep, that'll hit. That does hit the small white rabbit. Yes.
Yeah, and it doubles the damage, so it doubles the dice, so it's 2d8. Which one's the d8 on this one? Is that the d8? No, that's the d10. That's the d8. That's the d8.
Yep, pretty good. That's fine.
I do have regular dice, but yes.
Cool.
So that is a 5. That is 11
11. What type of damage?
of necrotic damage.
Cool.
He can heal.
Well,
you can't heal.
He can't heal till the start of my next turn.
cool. Give me either perception or insight check.
Let's go with insight. 17 plus.
Yep, 17,
22.
17 plus. We'll do it.
22.
As you do this, you feel it like grab hold of him, and you were like struggling to like injure this rabbit, and you get the sense that there is already a lot of necrotic energy flowing through this rabbit. I will say on a nat 20, I will give you half damage.
Okay.
But you would get the sense that normal necrotic damages would have no effect on this thing.
For my bonus action, I'm going to look at Zot and go, "What the fuck did you do?"
It's not normally this bad.
And then
I'm
I'm
so
gonna,
sorry.
then I'm going to use all my head.
Flee, children! Children, flee!
So was it 3 or 5 per square?
5.
5. So I'm going to then move behind these other kids.
Like a hero, you cast a spell on what is clearly not just insane rabbit, but somewhat enchanted rabbit. And then as soon as you realise, you're like, oh fuck, that wasn't happening. You look at Zot like crying. A grown man fully in tears. He's just watched his familiar murder 2 children. And then you go, oh fuck,
What a
and
time
then
to join.
flee and hide behind more children.
Yep.
Cool, okay.
I look like a child anyway, so
That's really
Oh
fun.
my god.
I just look like a rich child.
Holy fuck.
Cool. That is Sunny's turn.
Okay. First question: is a medicine check a bonus action or an action to save the child?
What are you trying to save the kid?
Yeah, to like just stabilize the child, not save them, just stabilize them.
I'll make this deal with you.
Yeah,
You can make the medicine check.
yeah,
10
yeah,
will stabilize the kid.
yeah,
15
yeah.
will stabilize the kid and will take your bonus action.
Medicine. Yeah, I reckon let's give it a go. All right, let's go. A total of 9.
You try and do it, and Pookie like lashes out at you. He's like,
Okay.
goes back to licking its wound.
Sick. I'll then take the bonus action, Healing Word, to save said child
That's Danny.
using one of my spells.
First level
And
spell. So it'll be
first level spell.
D4 plus your modifier,
Yeah,
which you can just do.
Where are my D4s? Man, did I put them away? Anyway, can I borrow a D4? Thanks. A 3 plus my wisdom modifier is 4, so 7 health.
Cool. She can only be doing 3. A very small child. She pops back up and is like, "What's happening? You were meant to take care of this." As this rabbit's still on her.
And then I'm going to make my movement action to stand next to said monstrosity.
You're coming in.
Yes.
Cool. He is going to use his reaction to scatter, and he's going to use half of his movement
Yeah.
to run away without an opportunity attack. So he's going to go.
Alright, so there's a
5,
question from Spinner.
10,
Can we
15,
ban an in-game
20,
action in
25.
D&D?
What would you ban though?
I suppose we can.
Depending on what it is. But if it's
down-
going to be something that will mean the game becomes unplayable, no.
Damn.
So question. He's left my threatened range.
He is. His ability allows him to use his reaction to move half his distance
Yes.
and not provoke an opportunity
Yeah, there we
attack.
go. Damn
Because
it.
he is very small and speedy.
Balls.
Yeah. You see, it's like as you go to like play on this girl, and you're like, "Oh my god, are you okay?" He's like, "Oh," and he like runs off towards more children.
Going after the kids. Fuck.
He absolutely got up.
Technically, that will give you if one of you can't kill them both. Surely.
You guys, anyone who wants to, feel free to give me a perception check. Are you jumping in?
When
After the battle's over, she can be a bystander.
You can come in on this battle.
You can come in the battle if you want.
is everyone dying in?
No.
Children
No,
are.
children.
Children are not.
16.
I'm only coming in as a
16?
hero. Sorry.
Fucking
7.
shit
16,
balls.
yeah.
Hold on, I think I got
Pretty good.
7. 7.
Actually, weirdly, I'm going to say you can make yours with advantage.
Huh.
I'm balls deep in dead children. Like,
Oh my god.
I rolled 2
That would be
2s.
dangerous.
Fuck, I used all my
What?
good rolls.
D&D in Sig mode? Mm.
That's cool. You see that there is a dragonborn kind of off to one side. They're like wearing this thing. They've got like a little like not like a bowler hat and not like a fedora, but just like a little hat on. A trilby. Background.
Yeah, true.
They've got a little hat. They look like a 1920s in
So, like,
private
you
investigators. And they're there, and they've got to be hats. And then they go. You see their whole body goes wobbles a bit. You hear them yell. Can you speak Draconic?
No, uncommon and dwarvish.
Okay, cool. Never mind. You hear them go. You didn't roll hard enough to set this. And you see, jumping out of the trench coat is not a dragonborn, but 3 kobolds. Who, like, spill out of this thing. And they start.
Please.
No, yeah, I wish I knew what caused this fight.
Um,
I would know.
So you see them spill out. So they use their action.
Looking after children.
They like come apart, and then all of them are going to use their movement to 10, 15, 20, 25. And then this one's going to come here as well. Do you see they're like taking great pains to like avoid Pookie? That is the kid's turn, who will make a couple rolls here. Let's see what to do. Cool, that's alright. These guys turn around and start to play.
Damn shield.
They start to go, this little girl, I'm going to say, only has like half movement because,
She's got to get up.
yeah, she's going to get up. This person turns around, 20, starts to play. These kids,
should not leave the threatened range. Oh no, they've already used their reaction.
Yeah,
Never mind. Surely it would go 1, 2,
Yeah.
or
Yeah.
1, 2.
Yeah.
Yeah.
The kids, they're very small. Actually, no, because that will be. There.
Are the kobolds going to attack the kids, or are they not caring about the kids?
They seem to be running away.
Yeah, do something else. You don't know what the kobolds are doing. You can make perception checks and stuff if you like. That's back to the top of the initiative order, which is Pookie, who is going to turn around 5, 10, 15, 20, and just get in the middle of those kids.
Oh my god.
Need help.
I
No. Not, I didn't.
That just hits. Easy.
Well, we're going for a wild bone, so we'll
Yep.
see when you get back.
Cool. You see he like grabs a kid at the start and just removes one of the kid's vertebrae. Just whoop, it's fucking straight at the back of the neck.
Oh.
Kid, what the fuck did you correct? He is fully dead. Did 6 damage. They only have 3 hit points. That's their hit point maximum. Again, kid's fully gone.
You're telling me we don't need you? If
Yeah.
any of you can't see, he's just we have a player to be at the side of frame.
Hello. I don't know where I am. Hello.
Pookie, as his bonus action, is going to turn around and look at you and go, and he like spits the vertebrae at your feet. Can you please make a wisdom save? DC 15.
11. 14.
Cool. This is the single most horrifying thing you've seen, not just today,
Thus far.
ever.
Bet your
You,
now be sorry.
you come underneath, and you come under the frightened condition.
Okay.
Which means,
Hey,
yeah.
You guys knew what this was. It might have been metagamey, but you knew. So I might have just been your.
that is your turn.
I forgot that you don't know that.
You need a
Yeah, both of us just went. And he just like casually.
No, he brought a bunch of kids over.
questionable whether I did that
What
either.
does what does being frightened mean?
So you can't willingly move
Toward
toward
him.
your target, and you have disadvantage on all attacks while you can see it. You can still attack it. You just make the attack with disadvantage.
And if you do hit it, it has definitely got people within 5 feet of it.
Yes. So it's
Just
sneak.
got them second. It has to be an ally. I'll let you guys know these kids do not count as allies. They are children.
They're my allies. I'm
they
going
are
to kill them.
They are children, and 2 of them are dead.
Well, one of them's
No,
not in that group, though.
yeah, 2 of them.
If
Yeah.
I perception check the kobolds, will that count as an action or a bonus action
Or a free action.
or a free
I'll
action?
give it to you for free.
Can I just see what I want to know what the color?
Would you know about them yet?
Ooh, so you're looking for
You-
something that specific. Make it with advantage.
Yeah, did she see them? Do we all see them?
Well, they're on.
You can see them like they're within line of sight. That's fine.
Yeah.
You just can't hear what they're saying.
Yeah.
Well, yeah, you didn't see them come out of the not dragonborn.
18.
18. They have the green paint,
Okay, not the turquoise.
not the turquoise. So the turquoise was the one with the
They were
good
the
weapons.
fancy bitches. Yeah.
These are green.
Cool. Alright, thank you. Just wanted to know. I may as well still try. I can't move towards it, but I will try.
Yeah. You can move like around. You just can't get it closer than. So you're 10 feet away currently. I
Yeah.
would say you cannot get within 10 feet.
10 feet of it.
And then you can make another wisdom save at the end of your turn. So just have a shot.
Yeah, I'll take it.
Go for it.
I'll take a shot and see.
Yeah.
Thank you. Damn it. I rolled 17 and 4.
17 and 4. You're lucky it's not that one,
Do
but you would
not
have hit a
hit.
kid. So, yeah, you take a shot and you're looking at it and it's like, oh, God, what the fuck? And as it like spits this vertebrae at your feet, you're just like,
And I'm
just
like,
like,
what? My old mate.
wow. You just hear,
I'm like getting ready to set up and it spits and I'm like,
yeah, you just hear off in the distance just, cool.
fabulous.
That's your turn. You have movement if you want. If there's anything you
I
want.
can't move closer to
You
it,
can't move
so
closer, but
I'm
you can do
gonna
other
stay
stuff. Alright, cool. That is your turn. Oh, you make another wisdom save to see if you break being frightened.
Nah.
No, cool.
Do I know much about kobolds?
Pardon?
Kobolds. Have I had much to do with them?
Give me like a history check. 2.
That is a 9.
Really good +7 to.
Yeah.
Oh, good for you. What you know about kobolds is kind of like what everyone knows about kobolds. So they're like small. They kind of work in packs in like kind of organized social groups. They speak Draconic. A lot of them will speak like a kind of broken common. Just if you want to try and interact with them.
Is it
But-
something that
Is
would I
it
see
something
them
you're
hostile, or
specifically trying to?
would I see them as hostile or not?
They're not generally great, and you know that they have been doing attacks around town, but they also had an opportunity to kill a bunch of kids just then, and they like ran past them.
Okay.
Please don't fireball. Like, I know that's not an action you have yet, but for everything that is holy, please don't fireball. All of the children go up and
Are you sure you don't want to jump in? For a good
Um,
character?
1, 2, 3, 4, 5.
Yep.
Oh, actually, but when I get to here, before I finish my movement, I'm
Mhm.
going to, as I run in front of you and past, I'm just going to point to the side whilst looking at kobolds and cast Firebolt.
Cool.
Um,
Yep. So it's a spell attack to hit.
Yeah.
Yep. Yeah. I'll say he hasn't got like half cover or anything.
so that's a 15.
Misses. Blast against the side of a.
15?
Yeah. He's very small and very quick.
I just
But
hit with a 17.
Oh, wow. Okay. Yep.
So it's like you shoot one off, and as it like hits against the side of like the fountain that's there, it like kind of goes and like showers sparks, mainly on that kid's corpse. It's like showers sparks, and you're like, I probably should have been looking where I was going. Yeah. Yeah, cool.
And then I'm going to go there, and I'm going to use my bonus action to call out. And it was like, how tall are they?
Don't look about your height.
About my height? It was like,
They look at you and they fucking snarl. You know that they hate gnomes.
ah,
It's
Um,
like
Well done.
it's like a religious thing.
okay. And I'm going to go, it's on. No, that's better.
Are you trying to like bait them?
Yeah.
Give me
Oh,
give me
I
a
love that.
persuasion check.
Persuasion?
I'm only doing this because you're a gnome, and there is like a religious element to why kobolds hate gnomes specifically.
You're not charisma. You're not
Minus one.
Boy. They're like,
Or all of them barely address you. All of them just go like that as they're running past. Just
I run past him. Run past him. Cool. Yep.
cool. That's your Sunny.
Like,
No, that's fine.
part of me knows what action I should take,
Mm.
but some part of me knows Sonny would not know what action to take.
then you can't.
Do what you got to do, my guy.
Will I make it to? Can I make it with 30 feet movement? Yes, I can. My Sonny would want to defend the children,
Okay.
so he's going to basically run at the monster.
25 kill.
Yeah, that's easy. Yeah, sweet. So I'm there, and I'm going to try and wallop a bunny.
Cool.
14 plus 4
Yeah.
or 18
Gonna do it.
with my morning star. You can have that one back because it's just
Thank you.
So dark. How are you
an
doing
8
that?
plus 2 for 10 damage.
Oh fuck yeah. This rabbit, look, you hear its like hip break as you like come down on it with its mates, and it looks at you and it's just like, and then as it's looking at you, goes, and you see like a weird little buddy smile come across its face as it goes, and then like, looks back at the kids.
Sonny, as you run, Sonny's like, oh, children, don't worry. I'm here to help you guys. It's gonna be great. Everything's gonna be okay. I'm just going to put Tuki or whatever its stupid name out of its misery. It's clearly not here. It's okay.
I think it might have myxomatosis. And like Zod's like weeping.
Zod, if you can put your thing back in the cage, that would be great. That I'm
No,
gonna
no, you look like you've got this. Put him down. It's time to go.
so,
There's something about you that exudes just people leaving you with their problems.
like again, I'm here. Hi, I'm helpful. I'm here.
Are
I
you
just
still holding the sign?
Yeah, clearly.
I'm gonna say you hit Pookie with the side. Like blood splattered up on the side.
You're like, yeah, you hit him with the base and you just like hit him with the.
And I think it's a free action for you to end a fear or give people temporary hit points with your Twilight Sanctuary, which you have up because you did
Yes, correct.
that to inspire confidence in Zot that him doing this performance
you
was a good
can,
idea.
as an action, the sphere moves and lasts. Cool.
Yep.
Yeah, sick.
I
So
think it's just something you do. You are no longer feared as you feel Sunny's calming Twilight
He
presence.
walks up and he just like gazes at him instead of
Hi.
the brain.
I'm helpful.
You're like, yeah, it's like this thing of like, hi, I'm helpful, and then it's like, and he starts like just stoving this fucking thing's head in. Terrific. That is your turn.
I believe someone brought some dice. Can a paladin roll?
Would you like
initiative?
to roll initiative?
You can wait till the end if you want to. Don't let us force you in.
You can jump in.
What's happening?
Keep
the
the
die.
It's a bunny. This bunny is eating the shit out of the
Oh no, not until the bunny's gone.
Yeah.
There's also kobolds that are doing
No,
something.
I know something Pookie very well.
Alright, so
Not
the
interested.
kobolds you see
I'm sitting watching you
continue
actually-
their march. We go 5, 10, 15.
Oh, sitting up having a look.
Do
going,
I
"Man,
get in a sense of where I think they're going?
They go on stage.
I believe this is table talk. If you are happy to have it, they're fully going for the cauldron.
You guys see the first kobold who like actually let's see. Because it'll take like a bit of time to oh fucking natural 19, yeah, he's clamps up there, no issue. So I was giving him an acrobatics check to see if he could get up on the stage smoothly or if he'd still need to do something. You see he grabs the sun sword.
Grabs it.
Grabs it.
Okay.
To take it. It was kind of like just suspended there, he just fucking snatched it. And they turn and face this way. This guy turns around and face you. Guy with the sun sword is facing the other way. That is their turn.
Children.
This is the kid's turn. This one goes to run away.
Oh, no.
An attack of opportunity. Yeah, that's gonna hit.
Oh, so dark.
Yep.
How's
This,
it?
this so dead.
Like
So
six?
so immediately dead.
Not
It's-
savable.
Here you go. He did 8 damage. which was max damage. He was a D4 plus 4. So you see, like, this kid goes to run away, and he's like, as Lisa has her vertebrae ripped out, and then he's just like, Pookie, like, doesn't actually hit the ground. It's like, as the kid's, like, kind of falling, Pookie, like, pushes off this kid's falling corpse and just, like, lunges at the kid next to them and just, like, full takes that kid down. You hear their head just, like, crack against the barrels as it turns around to, like, face this kid. These kids are gonna try and get out of here, but there's actually this kid's gonna go this way.
Well, no, they can go whatever way they want because their reaction's been used.
No.
Yeah, I know, but this way is now covered with corpses and the walkway's not good.
Yeah.
I'm gonna say this kid will try and get through though. That's a natural 8. He's not getting through. I'll say he like gets to, like just there, but he has to like clamber over corpses. This kid, I'll say give me like because he would be like well within your aura and right next to you.
Yep.
Give me just like a raw charisma.
Raw
Just
charisma.
raw charisma.
+1, baby. An 11.
An 11. This kid's also going to try and just keep running the way that he was. Natural 4. He fucking gets nowhere. I'm going to say he gets clogged up like here.
On dead people.
on the dead people.
Well,
If you had rolled a little bit better, it would have been like you
Hey,
give him the calm to like go around and go away from Pookie, but he's kind of like already headed in that direction, and he's just watched 2 of his friends die.
So many dead kids.
So many dead kids. Oh, you saved one. Did save a kid.
She's like limping around.
Oh yeah, she's still like.
oh, she's more health now than she started with. Thank you very much.
That is the kid's turn. Back to the top of the order. Sure you don't want to roll?
Man.
Okay, that's Pookie's turn. Pookie's going to go after this kid who rolled really
I'm sitting
poorly.
in a tree watching.
Yep. What's going on?
Watching these idiots.
This is fucking dark. Yeah, that kid's
I was so far
Um,
in the back and I watched kids start.
Not exactly. 6
I'm
damage.
involved now.
If
And
this
then,
is hostage negotiator, we just lost. I just
um,
want you to know that. Oh no, one more dies and we lose. He leaves my threatened range.
he leaves your threatened range.
Yes. Get
Did
wall
he
of
come
thought.
within my range now?
18 plus
Well, that was nearly you too.
Yeah. I
That will
hit.
hit.
6 D8. A 3 plus 2 for 5.
Oh, if you had rolled a little bit better, you would have done it.
Oh!
Cool. That is Lilith's turn. You are no longer feared.
Yay.
So you do not have disadvantage on attack rolls, and you can move towards him if you'd like.
Yeah, I'm just gonna at this point run. As I'm running, I'm gonna step gingerly over the vertebrae that sits at my feet.
Give me an acrobatics check to see how well you avoid it. DC 5.
Oh boy.
It's a very small vertebrae, right? Because from a child.
Lucky it was small because I rolled a 6.
Yeah, you step on it and you like slip, but you like catch yourself really well. So it's like everyone doesn't realize they thought you were just like taking like a hard lean, but really it was like you were slipping on it.
On bone marrow.
So
And as I was distracting, so I was putting my bow away as I was stepping over it, and I pull out my rapier and I come up and I try and stab the shit out of this ridiculous bunny.
Yep.
18 plus whatever,
Yep.
so that hits.
Hey, how do you finish Pookie?
Yes.
There's no way you don't do enough damage. So how do you finish it?
So I step over this vertebra and I'm gonna go. No more kids for you today, you psychopathic rabbit.
Just one more.
Oh my god, it speaks common!
I knew what I was doing. I knew the whole time.
To get back at it, I grab my rapier and I bloody stab it into his back and I bloody rip along his leg.
As you do that, you hear it go, oh yeah. As you do it, as you like open this thing up like a rotisserie chicken, just like opens up and it's like, and it passes away with just like a very satisfied grin that it's like ends the lives of 4 children. We are out of combat.
No, we
Oh.
got the.
I'm
Oh
gonna.
yeah, sorry, yeah, there's 2 robots. Sorry.
As a bonus action, I'm gonna turn around now that I'm standing next to this one and be like, who the fuck are you? What just happened? And then turn back around and look at the kobold.
Alright.
What from you,
I'm gonna move. So 1, 2, 3 here into this position, so still within range.
Yep.
And I'm gonna cast
Mm-hmm.
Thunder Wave,
Ooh.
but I'm gonna use Portent on that one. Has the
What's the distance on Thunderwave?
15 foot in a queue from me.
Ooh.
It's all 3.
Blows up the stage.
It's alright. This one's gonna roll a 3. That one, the one that has the sword,
Yep,
is gonna
so
roll a
roll
3. The other one's gonna roll a 6. So the only one that's rolling is the one in the middle.
In the middle?
Yep.
Okay. He gets a 7.
Does not succeed. So they all take full damage and are blown 10 feet from me.
Yep.
So they take 13 damage each. Jesus.
Just need to double check something.
How much health they have?
Yeah, because they're not regular kobolds.
Oh, damn. Any unsecured objects are completely in the area are automatically pushed 10 feet away. And the spell emits a thunderous boom audible out to 300 feet.
300 feet. Well, I
You basically turn around and who are you? I'm.
I shouldn't look at you. I'm gonna like.
As I'm trying to mouth the words, not sure if I'm yelling or not.
Just like,
Jesus.
Balls.
That was.
How much damage did you do
13.
to all of them?
Yeah.
All of them.
So close.
And
Okay, I'll say this guy. Forgive me, because you're like here.
there was a guy right there.
That guy gets pushed normally, but
Yep.
this guy is up on the stage, and I'm just going to say if I roll a 10 or lower, he falls off the stage and he'll take some falling damage. Nope,
No,
not
not 20.
he lands on his feet and flips off again. You guys see they are on fucking death's door, like hanging on by the teeniest
Do
of
it.
threads. That is
My turn done. Yep.
your turn done, Sonny.
Oh, no. So I'm actually going to turn and it's like these birds.
Get yourself.
I'm going to on so Sonet's name here to help. Hi, I'm helpful. The sign, the shirt,
I've been shooting it
blatantly covered in blood. That's kind of like just so much. Sorry, so can you hold this for me? And I just kind of give the sign gingerly and be like, now everybody just needs to relax a little. I believe the children are just having a sleep, and so are the kobolds. And I cast sleep.
Oh,
So
fuck yeah.
they're 20 feet in
Yeah.
just getting everybody
Does it get me too?
enemies, but I don't know.
I think you can choose the targets for it.
Yeah, 6. So
I'll let you know. You guys see it's like there's a boom, and like part of the stage is just fucking ripped aside. The cauldron's like over there, and these kobolds, which one of them's like, you hear them being like, "I've got it. It's time to go," and then just he goes, "It's time to."
Like, what is my arm? My hand's holding the sign. Just
so
like,
a total
not
of
a true.
This guy faints, falls down there. And we'll take. Yep, cool. You hear him break his neck as he just like Scorpion kicks himself in the back of the head. This guy just falls asleep, and this guy falls asleep with the sun sword still in his head.
everybody needs to relax. Just like the children. Sorry. Like the children are having a sleep, and so too are the kobolds. Just a peaceful sleeping time. Declan, you can wake up now. As I gingerly walk over to the dead body of
So
Declan. Just okay.
give me a medicine check.
Is this Declan? Is this where
Yeah.
Oh, nat 1.
That one. Yeah, you can probably say it. Yeah, he's like, oh, you got hit by your sleep spell. That's why he's down.
Oh, you just look like you're having a sleep. Maybe you just needed a sleep because the crayon went too far up your nose. Everybody know that that person over there.
He's like
they're the
face
helping
down
one.
in a puddle of his own.
I point to Lilith, not knowing Lilith, but as that person's the helpful one. I'm also going to
I
just
dropped the sign.
sit right here.
So what do you guys? We're
I
out of
walk up.
combat.
I'll walk up to the.
What do you guys want to do?
I'll walk up to the other kobold, kick the sword from its hand,
Mhm.
and just kind of loom over it, see if it does anything. And if like there's any kind of movement, I'll
It's
just
like so close to being dead, but it's
jab
just
it
like
with
it's
the
just like,
dagger.
oh, yeah, you do it.
Yeah.
It's dead. Yeah, you shiv this kobold to death.
Yeah.
Somebody goes, what? No, it's sleeping. I'm sleeping, people.
So you keep the sun sword.
Was this one still
Yeah.
alive as well?
So the sun sword, like just but like it's still on the
Oh,
in my sight, but just not in its hand.
I watch him stab this one with a dagger, and I'm like, I'm pull out my dagger, walk
Just go like
up to
finish
this
this one.
one, and I'm like, all right.
Holy shit.
See, one of them was like over the sides. It's like, oh, enter Brutus.
What did it say?
And 2, Bruce.
I know it's just a funny Shakespeare joke.
Oh shit.
And no bearing on the actual narrative.
Love it.
You guys could have questioned them.
No.
They're dead now. You guys made your choices.
Did I kind of see where it was looking and saying when it said that I've got the sun sword? Did I kind of see a direction or stuff like?
It looked like it was looking down into like kind of like the sewers,
Oh, okay.
which was like you can give me like a history check if you're like actually everyone can for that particular one. If you like.
19.
13.
You know, kobolds are particularly good tunnelers and stuff, so it's like no surprise that if they were looking to like get into the city and get out, that they would use the sewers. It's like you were assuming that they were planning on escaping through the sewers. Yeah. We are out of combat. There are dead kids everywhere.
So you can change the thing if you want.
Oh, yes.
Ah, shit. So Sonny is gonna turn around and he's gonna talk to like the man on stage and be like, "Hey,
Oh my god. What have I done? What have I brought onto the world?
so, cook, right?
Dot.
God, okay.
Soon to be Zothi. Well, it was Zothi, magnificent, and I imagine soon to be Zoth the imprisoned.
So, this is a you problem, and I don't know if I can be helpful.
I didn't want to bring the fucking rabbit out. I was trying to say no. Then you did magic and made me feel good. You made me feel like I could do it. I never should have done it.
But you went and did it, right? So that's you who did the crime, not me, right?
I'm the one who did the crime.
I look
Therefore-
over to Lilith and be
He
like,
like looks around and he's like, therefore, I will do the task.
can we confirm, just out of interest, he did it, right? Like I was watching and he did it, right? Can you just
When it was happening, I kind of just stood there. I didn't even help. I didn't even try to help. I don't know why I brought him in to the show. Not meant to be around children.
what do you mean he's not meant to be
Like,
around?
legally, he wasn't meant to be around children. It's just been a really rough month, and I needed this gig to go well.
Do I see any like guards already? Like, the people that,
You
like-
see a bunch of people in like armor begin to like kind of rock up.
I don't think he's.
what about
going
the
to
person
be-
that-
Would you like to describe your character as you begin to step upon this scene? We have a new person joining us. Holly is coming up to see what Zot has wrought upon the world.
I turn back and I
Yeah.
look at
Funny,
Funny.
just son.
and I'm like, you should probably leave though.
Why should I didn't do a crime. No, I am not. No, holy shit! There's guards coming.
You see Declan's corpse is pointing at you. He's like,
and I just start just
Maybe we should.
you still have like the Twilight Spear. You could like calm yourself down. I'm assuming.
just. Not. Can you do like one of those child performances to make us feel better?
Stop asking him to perform. Let's just.
I don't.
You see, he's currently setting his hat on fire. Never again.
I'm sliding my weapons back, like into all my sheaths. I'm pulling my hood up, and I'm like,
I'm just kind of
Follow me. You see there's like people rolling back in, including like Crancy Omen and Elias Seabreaker
Right.
and stuff, to like come and see what's happened. You are with them. You're a part of the town's guard.
God.
Would you like to describe your character? Would you like your mini?
Yeah, please.
Would that help with describing your
Yeah.
character?
While he does that, do you have a name yet? Because I know we helped develop said character.
Thea Heart Song.
Sia Heart Song. That is a wicked name.
That is super short.
Sia Heart Song. Cool. So,
So I'm
Yeah, SA.
Sia Heart Song. Man, that's dope. Coming in at level 2, which is just
Yeah.
great. You'll have to roll your health, but we'll do that at a later stage. Unless you.
We'll do that in a sec.
Thea Heart Song.
Okay.
I'm a paladin with the guards at Corral. So that's what you
Yes.
have
Cool.
seen.
Change around in a second, unless you want to be a chick with short blonde hair.
Yeah.
I don't know where the other one went.
Just-
I was gonna say,
Where's
what's
the-
here? I went to look for it. And I was like,
Yeah, I don't know. Hey Jan, did you move the other little mini that was there? It's like a chick holding a sword in
yeah,
place.
she was cool.
Not what I'm aware of. You painted one.
Is it in the boxes? Anyway, so yeah, how do you feel, Sia, coming into the scene of
we're looking
coming into the scene of basically murdered children,
So
a known criminal's accomplice to the town guard, and a dodgy-looking rogue that you can't quite focus on trying to guide him away. And dead children and a man on stage stabbing a kobold.
I don't know what I've walked into. I've had it explained, I've witnessed it with my own eyes, and I still don't know what I've walked into.
you guys see like Elias comes over and starts like inspecting some of the kobolds. Crancy goes over and starts directing some of the other town guard to be like, okay, so
Yeah,
we
we're
need
over there.
we need to start making preparations. You know, the southern accent. There we go. To be like, we need to make sure that, you know, it's very important that this festival goes ahead and that we can say goodbye, and that at any point, especially now, we need to be able to say goodbye to these children properly. Make sure their remains are cared for carefully. Blah blah blah. Like gives them a few orders, and you see like some of the town's guards start like putting blankets over them and like carrying them away.
I hear. Can I hear? Where is Crancy in comparison to me?
Crancy would be like
Do you want
over
me
here
to
somewhere.
swap spots with you?
I hear her say that, and I sort of turn towards her.
Mm-hmm.
And I pull my hood back down and I just sort of call out. I agree that it's important, but why do you think it's important that this still goes ahead after such a horrible event?
So the families can start the grieving process.
Fair enough.
Hi, Clancy. Sonny,
I'm aware of who you are.
lovely to see you. So
I wish it was on better circumstances that we meet him back face to face.
I completely concur to that sentiment. You have a lot of guards here. Hi, guards. It's good to see you, Sia.
You two.
So any chance Sonny can be helpful? I don't always speak in the third person because I want to put that out on the record. Any chance they can be helpful in making all of this go away?
I think it'll be best if we leave the handling of the remains to the town guard. But, you know, if you'd like to, you know, I'm sure you have some auras or some connection with a god who might be of some comfort in easing the emotional burden that I'm sure some of the families will be feeling. You see the woman with the baby.
Yeah, I was just about
You
to
see
say
Declan's
that.
mom rocking back up. And she's like, what happened? She's,
Ooh. The rabbit happened, right? And just
What?
the rabbit.
my God.
Just, this is gonna be cool. What are the chances I can take the crayon out of the kid's nose before they put the blanket on?
Ew.
Make a sleight of hand check.
Sick. 14 plus 2 for 16.
16. You managed to work it out. It's like you see that there's like a little ball button as you pull it out. It's like it was a yellow crayon, but like the tip of it's just like stained red.
Yes, good. So I'm gonna take that as an offering to the woman. Yeah. So
I would say
Declan.
dry.
Declan might no longer be with us, but as you can tell from the town guard being here, a terrible incident has occurred, and I offer you this crayon so you may draw him and remember him, and may it guide you into the twilight. And I do that, and I just feel like those who go nice and slow get where they need to go. But those who try to hurry
Go away from me.
the oil sucks in so quickly. Just, okay.
See, she's just like standing there, like holding this crayon as her son is carried away by the town guard.
Blessed be thee who follow.
She's like just doing a deteriorating, just holding the crayon. She's still got a baby. Like, doing his honey.
Blessed be those who follow Saloon. Blessings on your journey and whatever adventure takes for you next. Someone help me.
You just hear like sitting on the side of the stage. It's just like, I think you need to shut up.
I'm like, that's a great idea.
There's like a period where like you're helping out with the town guard. You guys are kind of like, you know, being questioned by the town guard and stuff. I'll let you guys know you've all leveled up.
Hey!
Again, after taking on Poogie.
Sick. That's a twist. That's so wicked. Nice.
You guys like spend the rest of the town kind of like helping set up. There's like repairs that need to be made to the stage because someone blew half of it out. They're like, you see some metal workers coming out and they start like banging some of the dints out of the cauldron because it like kind of tumbled along the ground. And then later that night, there's like a bit of an announcement about what's going to be happening with the festival. You guys reconvene in the town centre, and Elias Seabreaker gets up and he's like, right, so I'm not much of a wordsmith, but a hard day. No one's denying that it's been a hard day. But I think that the fallen would want us to persevere and go cooking this. He's taking like straight grab for his words and stuff, and Clancy kind of comes over and like, puts a hand on his shoulder. Like, would you like me to say a few words? And he's like, oh my god, yes. Yes. And he like sits down and then kind of grumbles away. Clancy's like, the Festival of the Moon Lily is there to help honor the dead and make sure that they can cross over into the afterlife. No one is ever ready for someone to pass away, particularly those small children who were so defenseless and in needing of help, but still perished. And she kind of like looks over in your direction. It's like, although we were not able to protect them in life, we can still protect their spirits and make sure they get to that glorious afterlife that they so deserve, those so young and innocent. With kobolds, we suspect being behind this particular attack, it has been the choice of the council and Lord Elias Seabreaker that all of those who are participating in the Festival of the Moon Lily, and in particular the hunt for Moon Lily, will no longer be able to do it solo. And you hear like there's a bit of like a murmur going across the crowd because it's like, and you hear someone be like, if you can't do it solo, how are you meant to do it? It's like, everyone will have to be in teams of 4. Like, and or if you can only get together a team of 3, we will supply someone from the town guard to be your 4th. Going tight, fucking so tight.
That was so tight.
Is the have they put the sword back up in a period?
You see the cauldron back there, the sword is hovering
Okay.
above it again.
Cool.
And they're like, so the festival will be going ahead. It will be slightly modified, but I believe that we will be able to make this undoubtedly our most solemn festival ever, but also one that we can find unity within each other. So, starting first thing tomorrow morning, the different teams will set off on the hunt for the Moon Lily, and the festival will be underway as normal. We have added extra guards to make sure that something like this doesn't happen, or if something horrific like this were to happen again, that it can be squashed before such a terrible, terrible tragedy of just so many children so quickly taken, just lightning fast.
If you think about it, it was all of 24 seconds.
That
Psycho
that
beat.
that beast had a bloodlust like I have fucking never seen before.
What happened to Zach?
Oh, he's fully in prison. He kept trying to say, "Oh, I thought the rabbit had myxomatosis," and then we're like, "Okay, well, why would you bring a rabbit that has myxomatosis to a children's concert?" And he kind of froze up, and then he tried to bamboozle some of the guards with some close-up magic. But it was like, I don't know, he was real shaky, and he was like,
Was it like this magic? Like, yeah.
"Oh, he wishes it was that." No. He was like, "Oh, how about I pull something out of my," and then he stumbled. I think remembering that he had set his hat ablaze. Anyway, he's for sure in prison. He'll probably die there. But have a drink to remember those we have lost tonight, and tomorrow we will set off for the moon, Lily. You guys are in the town square. You see there's like Declan's mum's crying over there, shooting you some dirty looks. There's a few kids and they're like, "Oh, they were twins. I can't believe it. It's double the tragedy. What a heartache for that family." And then you hear like one of them just be like, "I'm sorry, like my little girl. She went down, and someone, it was some miracle, brought her back. And there's a crayon up her nose. I just don't think our insurance is going to cover that." They said it was a pre-existing condition. Because obviously we wanted medical treatment, but technically she did die. And then she came back. So they're like, she's always been alive with a crown up her nose. So it's a pre-existing condition. And it's just like, you're overhearing all of this. It's just like, it's just like.
Did I see you chill touch? Can I say that I saw that? Cool.
You can just go up to each other.
So Sonny's gonna walk up. Oh, hey, magical death hand man. Sonny! Hi, I'm helpful. Still so much blood on this side.
We're
So-
taking a shit.
So,
I'm on it.
one of the lasses that was in my dutiful care has lost the crayon of her nose. Now, magical death hand is not something I have the capability of creating, and I don't believe that many people will allow me around their children at the moment. So I'm hoping, with your assistance and my guidance, you might be able to help that family and, make it so they don't have to mourn as they get through this wonderful and insane storm.
So you want me to use this? And I cast Chill Hand on him.
On him. Alright, roll to see if you hit. Are you trying to do damage?
It does damage. I can't.
Give me like an Arcana check.
Oh, okay. So that would be would that be with advantage?
Huh?
Would that be with advantage?
If you're right next to it, isn't
But
it disadvantage?
No, for Arcana check
Well,
because of Artificer's Law.
yeah, that's on like material components.
Okay,
Yeah.
so that would be 11.
11. You get the sense that you'd probably be able to figure out how to use it as like just a mage hand.
Okay.
Like it's
Do
a
you have mage hand?
No.
Cool. Yeah, carry on.
yeah, but it could be like fucking hit and miss.
It was like,
You've
You want me to try
seen
and-
it work before.
yeah.
I'll say you haven't done it before. You have seen it work before.
Okay.
What I'm willing to do, right, is I've got an ability where I can heal from a distance with my words. So I speak, you just yank the thing. Maybe we come out and everybody wins.
I look at him, I look at the kid, I look at him, and I go, it would kill her outright.
Well, how about you just go, what was your name again? You've tried to take
She's got like her head cocked. She's got her head cocked and she's like jumping on one leg.
I was gonna say, I watched you walk up and I was like, what's he doing? I sort of make my way over and I'm like, look, I really and love that you're trying to save this child,
Yeah.
but you already did that.
Yeah, okay. You've got really supple hands. Like, do you believe that you've got quick hands as well? So you could just yank it out real fast, like, and then boom, we're the saviors again.
While these three are talking, I sort of started to wander over, heard a little about what was going on, and rapidly like backtracked. I've gone back to talk to the other
So
guys. I'm like, where?
he
Mm-hmm.
does the talking. You do the yanking.
I do not do the talking. I talk a lot. Not good at it.
And you do the yanking and I'll do the healing. But no one will see me because I'm helpful. I'll be behind the sign. Excuse me, miss!
Yeah.
Can you come here, please? Like,
You helped me before. Yeah, I'll come over.
yeah,
And
sick.
she like kind of wanders over. She's like she hops over. She's still like trying to like get it in the same way you get like water out of your ear. She's like,
Any chance that this young lady's gonna help get that out of your nose?
Like you're about to get me in more trouble than I wanted to be in.
you got like a.
Hi, sweetheart. How are you today?
I died.
Cool.
I guess. Yeah.
You just like, I've done my
Are
bit.
you getting out of the crayon?
Yeah, can
I can try and get the crayon.
Like
I don't
a
want to hurt
triangle.
you. Is that something that you would like me to try and do?
Yeah, it's starting to make my eye feel funny.
Alright, I'm gonna try.
Cool. Give me a sleight of hand check.
Simultaneously, I'm going to cast Cure Wounds.
Oh boy.
23.
Yeah, you whip it right out. It's just like, and she goes,
And I turn to you covered in like snot and blood and like, there you go.
Thank you.
she like takes it back and she's like, my last memory of Declan was that he gave me this. Oh, it's red, not blue. And then just like then walks off.
Look at us.
She's like, could have sworn it was a red crayon. And then just like walks off.
Look at us. We're saving people. The talky guy who hasn't said much. We're saving people.
I've really.
Hold on.
Thanks. That went
We cut across to you walking up to a small group of guards
Yeah.
as you guys are dealing
Just
with
like-
these small girls just walking.
Yeah, so then I went over and then I was like, no. And I
Terrible town guard. We just busted a child, pulled a crown out of their nose, and you were like,
I have
no.
not paid enough for this bullshit. So I walked back. No.
Four kids. Four.
What do you.
Where were the parents? And like this is the conversation you walk in.
Yeah.
They're like, where were the parents? Do you know Sarah? There's Sarah or Fair? Sarah. Sarah. Do you know the parents these days? What the fuck were they?
Is this your introduction? Because I don't know anything about you.
Yeah, tell us about your character. So you see a small group of like 3 guards all talking to each other. One walking up. What does Sia look like?
Okay, human.
Mm-hmm.
I am in armor of some sort.
Mm-hmm.
I am dressed like the guards. I hold myself very proper, and I don't seem like the town guards seem a little beneath me almost. They're very, very lax, very chill. I'm maybe not that.
Bit type A.
A little bit type A.
Yeah.
And I don't really fit the form of a guard. You know, I'm. You can see that I'm maybe not doing it as a career choice. Okay. I am very aware of what's going on in terms of the conversations all happening around me, and I've just sort of been sitting to the side and not wanting to get involved.
They like try and pull you into the conversation. They're like, so was it like a rabbit? What did you say?
I just saw a whole lot of chaos.
What did you say, Dave? And Dave's like, I could have sworn it was a rabbit, but like, there's no way a rabbit does that. So fast, so immediate, just like with such conviction. Surely not right. They're like kind of talking amongst themselves a bit, and they're like, oh, okay. And then the conversation gets on, so they're like, Yeah, they're like gonna volunteer us to like go out and hunt for the moon lily with like groups that can't find someone.
Be pretty awful to be the guard sent to work with the 3 rejects.
Yeah, I know. It's like I'm in here. I'm doing my best, like day in, day out. I give 100% every week, 20% on a Monday, 10% on a Tuesday, 30% on a that go through, and it doesn't add up to it. He hit the like 87%. He's like, every day, 100%.
You do your
throughout the
job
week.
to get paid to do.
Yeah.
So what is this?
Is
Yeah.
it like a busy room, like with kind of?
Oh, they're not in a room. They're kind of just like standing off to one side, just like using barrels.
Okay.
Yeah. But yeah, they're like, oh, so I don't know. I guess we'll find out tomorrow who we're getting stuck with, or whatever. So we close on that scene unless there's anything you want to do.
Well, I haven't even introduced myself. So we're like
We're just-
excited. They're
yeah.
like, yeah. And I sort of turn around and I'm like,
And he's not there. He's like disappeared.
So
You've
we
gone.
figured
Yeah,
it out.
alright.
So you two are only
I don't know, he just had the Death Hand guy. Like, I think I'm gonna call him Captain Death Hand.
Alright.
He's
so
like,
you're gone.
Yeah.
I'm talking to the guard. So these two are clearly the only two in the team so far.
Well, I'm just trying to keep him out of trouble.
so Lilith, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's
So
me.
yeah, well, thank you for like saving me, and yeah, it's been great to know someone. You're not from around here.
The town across, I just came for the festival and it's been a little bit of a journey.
Yeah, right. Like
the way
today,
here.
today here is fucked up. Like, sorry, my language, but today here is quite insane.
Yeah, and I saw like, those crazy creatures that were up on the stage.
Yeah,
before?
kobolds, they're everywhere.
They
They're
were at each other yesterday on my way here.
murdering each other.
Like, like
I'm gonna plunge
one
them.
group
So yeah,
and another one.
yeah.
And they
Okay.
were slightly different and they were.
Can I do a
yelling
history
at each
check
other.
to see if that makes any sense to me? So,
While they're doing this, I'm going out to other groups, just trying to find
one,
capable
7?
fighters.
7.
Seven.
Guards are all shrinking to the back.
It's like you would know that there are like different clans of kobolds, so it would be like I don't know, maybe she stumbled upon like 2 clans having a bit of an altercation.
I guess that makes a lot.
Yeah, give me an investigation check or perception. Perception. Give me a perception check.
We may end up with a DM party here.
21.
He's the kid running.
21. You see a lot of like very competent teams of like people who are like clearly been putting in a lot of practice for a lot of time.
And I kind of go up to them as a 3 foot.
They look at you and they're like, a few of them are like, like we're already full. Give me like a persuasion check.
No, that's not going to be good. 0. That one, and I got -1.
You, so here's the thing. Your perception of like a 27. You find a bunch of just really top-notch groups. Just fucking really stellar groups. They come up and it's like that thing, like a few of them, you're like, talking to yourself and you're like, I'm going to come up and I'll be like, hey, what up? Whatever. And it's like, you get up there and as you're going in, like, they do that thing of like someone else like walks in front of you and they're like, yeah, of course you can join. Yeah, we got our 4, that's great. And like, one of them's like waving and you're like, yeah, and they're like, yeah, Derek. And then like Derek's behind you and you're like, fuck. And you're like, they're all waving at you. And then eventually you kind of see that
Yeah.
the only people left and they're like, they did pretty well.
No.
He's like, well, like he put a bunch of people to sleep, and they killed the rabbit that was killing kids. So it's like they're not. Could be worse.
So you kind of like see me like just slump back and just like, which is hard for a 3 foot tall. No.
Imagine you become like 2.5 foot, just like, no.
And I walk back up to them and just like,
And Death Hand's coming to see us. Oh my god!
you kind of see him like pulling his sleeves down just extra kind of, and the robe's like just that little bit too long for him. Like, so it's like when he pulls the sleeves down properly, hands are gone. Like, you basically just see the hood, the full robe, and then it's like, just like head down. It's like,
There's
Am I
3
with
foot
you?
little like robed figure.
Sorry, what was that?
so am I with you?
Did you hear him? I can't hear him.
I'm not really sure what he's saying.
And he like pulls the hood back and looks up. Will you be my group?
I mean, I didn't exactly come here to be a part of the group finding the
I
fire.
assure you, if you don't come, I'm probably going to get lost. No, sorry, I lied. I'm going to guide us through the stars.
I'm not following you.
You know,
Very helpful.
absolutely, we can be a group because I want this festival to go ahead. So.
You guys look around and you're seeing a lot of groups of 4 and not a lot of people on their own.
Yeah.
And you see like one little table with like a little sign set up saying like, need help? Find help here. You get very jealous. It's a really good sign. It's got like a glittered water and stuff. There's no blood on the side.
I kind of just say, "I'm cool," and walk off to the table. And yeah.
Yeah, I watch him walk off. I'm like, well, I guess this is happening. I mean, with everything that's going on in this town, I don't know if I'd rather be here by myself or out in the team. So let's go. And...
Sure, I'm absolutely. Let's
We
go
follow.
like Twilight.
You guys, you going up to the table?
Yeah. Well,
You see like there's this guy and he's
I
like,
sit there and I'm tapping with each
I like reaching up over the table on the tip to
he like looks over. He's like, hello.
We
Do you
need an extra person.
You would require assistance.
And I look back and just point 1, 2, 3, extra person.
Okay. I'll see what we can do. And he like pulls out this book. He's like, like that. And he's like,
At this point,
he's like wetting. It's the wettest thing you've ever seen. He's like, flicks through. He's like, you would know this guy. His name's Bevan.
Bevan.
Bevan's asked me out a couple of times. You have said no every time.
Right.
You see, he gets like, you make a perception check if you like.
Okay.
where is she in all this? Is
She's like going to be off like.
I'm
if
still
you're
sort of
nearby,
with
it's
the
all
gun
kind of in
there.
like the town square.
Right.
No, the town square's not particularly massive.
Ooh. 10 perception, was it?
I think it was just 10.
Yeah, 10.
You don't get like a big read on him or anything, but you see him like looking over at you, which is not unusual.
Okay.
He's just like. And he like flicks paper and he's like, I do have someone in mind, but you have to promise that you will take care of her for me. Her name is Sia. She is the vision that is over there. And you see him like pointing this thing. He's like, nails are too long. He's just like, she's that vision over there.
At this point, we're all turned and staring at you. I sort of.
Yeah, are you looking back over?
Yeah.
He's
I'm
like,
like, I can feel the eyes on me, so I've turned to.
I sort of like
he's like,
raise my hand awkwardly,
Ooh.
and then I sort of step. I also then I look back at him, and then I sort of step between the two of you, and I'm like.
And I just walk. I don't even say anything to
he
him. I
leans,
just like
he leans around you.
So I'm
Yeah,
sort
he
of
walks.
gonna step around a little bit, and obviously I'll sort of walk, sort of heading your way, sort of.
Yeah, you see, it's like as these two are strolling, you know, I imagine a huffed walk is just like this little thing. Could almost mistake it for a little pile of laundry, just like shuffling towards you.
All right.
it appears you're with us. I'm cool. They're those two. I'm going, and it just like walks off in a huff.
Hi, Coo.
I sort of walk back. Don't mind him. He seems to disappear a lot. I'm really not quite. I just learned his name. We call him Captain Deathhand. So feel free to.
Let's Sunny. Yeah, we call him Captain Deathhands.
As you see, he's like as he's walking away, where you'd normally expect the arms to be moving.
Straight down.
No, they're just like hanging like there's no arms there, and like the hood's back up, and it kind of looks like he's just walking.
He's a
And
little
while I'm doing that,
moody.
Do you go
Fiddling
by
with the stones.
Lady Heartsong?
Steve, just fiddling
Or
with
do you
the stones
go
underneath
by
it.
what is your? Because you're a
Oh, he
noble.
knows you.
Yeah.
I am a noble. I was known originally. You would have called me Lady Heartsong, but
Yes.
now I've been in the guards and,
Yep.
and whatnot. I'm more of a people
He might
person,
still
whether
use
or
it.
not I
Mm.
want to be.
Lady Heartsong, it's an absolute.
Lady.
Lady Heartsong, it's an absolute pleasure to have you as part of our team.
But it's just Sia.
Sia,
It's fine.
yes, Lady Sia. It's a pleasure. So we have Captain Death Hands. He's a real grouch at the moment, and I don't.
Really
we don't.
quite sure.
And this
Fine.
Lilith, she's wow.
I'm from out of town. Just came here for the festival and seen some shit.
Oh, I was gonna say not to kill rabbits from what
That
I
wasn't
saw.
that wasn't the plan. You
No.
know.
The pot and stone, have they reset that and put it back in place?
Yep.
Yeah.
That's all back on stage.
Are there guards and stuff around it?
Yeah, there's like more guards just around
So
generally.
how do
Okay.
we know each other?
I am so brother Sonny, just to catch up anybody who's just tuned in recently, is used to give people advice on how to get from A to B in the quickest way. And as an orphan, he would demand no recompense, and he would lead people down the dark alleyways, where inevitably at the end of every dark alleyway, they would make such large donations to the church.
Oh.
I was unaware of this, and I would point them, and then was accused of being an accomplice to a crime for some time, and
He was just sending people down alleys to get mugged.
Lovely.
yeah. So, but I'm being given another chance in the storm,
With the Storm Wardens.
in the storm wardens.
So he's
Yeah.
notorious in your town.
Just as like directions.
So I've just made my way back and just sitting on the well, looking at the sword and the pot.
Are we still in the
Just
town centre? Or we
You'd still be in the town centre. It's kind of like starting to get like a little bit late and stuff. So I'd say everyone probably heads off to their lodgings
Mhm.
and agrees to like meet back at the start.
do you guys
Unless you guys have anything you want to
do? You
do.
guys have any place to stay tonight? I've got some room in the church. If anybody needs a place to stay, not of course for yourself, no lady.
I'm fine. Thank you very much.
Very fine. Behind you.
I don't know who that is. Where do you need it?
100%.
Captain Death Hands, you got a place to stay because you're not from around here, are you?
I think I'll be fine, and I'll find a lodging. Thanks.
We'll
Oh.
just meet by the well in the morning.
Yep.
I might take you up on that offer because I only just rolled into town.
That'd be wonderful. Thank you. Come on, I'll show you.
You two go back to Maelstrom. Campbell, you go back to your house. You find this.
We just.
Thank you, whoever.
Thank you, Dapper Gentlemancer.
Ooh.
Hey, welcome.
I want to play that.
That's going to be a new character.
What are you? And you're like, I am a gentleman. And it's
Yeah,
just-
well,
Like,
it might have
if
a little bit
you're
Bethany.
podcast
It says what
is
Bethany- yeah.
41, like, we've had a rabbit, so this could be
Jesus.
your new ongoing.
Yeah.
Anyone that follows.
Is there a tavern like looking down on the square? And
all the nice taverns have already been filled. There's one called the Up in Arms,
Okay.
which is, but it's up in, but in spelled double N. It's a fun pun.
Mhm.
It's fun.
Trust me.
Trust, we're all having a good time.
Can you mind roll persuasion on that?
11.
That's an 11.
Mildly amusing.
What's your persuasion bonus?
Mine.
Plus affinity.
11 plus fucking. You find your way. It's like the place that's kind of like within your price range is this place called the Barnacle.
Yep.
Which is like kind of down a bit close to the Maelstrom Temple. It's down near the docks.
Yep.
So Sanctuary Harbour, it's like you've got the harbour comes out, and on the peak of the harbour, Maelstrom Temple's there. This is like down in the docks, so deep in the harbour. This place called Barnacle. It's got this woman like Helga. She's this huge like half orc woman who's just like real gruff, but wears like a really nice pink little bow in her hair. And the chef there is a bullywug named Elias. You find that was for you, Cal.
Thank you.
So you find like pretty cheap lodging there, and it's like decent. The food's good.
Awesome.
Yeah.
Um,
You guys all go to bed. And we're going to have a break. We'll be back in a couple of minutes just so we can grab drinks, go to the bathrooms, and we can make sure everyone's leveled up.
Yep.
Because everyone should be at level 3 now.
Yes.
Awesome.
Cool. What do I-
BRB.
BRB.
Now.